After the
After the...
no,
Why not after?
because we open up with this.
Yeah, do this first,
Oh,
and
okay.
then afterwards.
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for coming to the MattCast
I
podcast.
thought you were opening up with... I didn't know you were
No,
recording.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Maddie Light, joined by my co-host Maddie Heavy. And when this episode actually airs, it will be on Veterans Day. So for Veterans Day, we both I wore one of my unit's hats, and then I'm wearing another unit's hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt's wearing a Quantico
Yeah, so this is my dad's sweatshirt, because...
Claymore. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like their unit's, like,
Oh, their unit
slogan
hoodie?
thing.
Okay.
Um, I guess it's on the back. So, there you go.
Oh, yeah. 2-8.
That's Jacksonville. The hat is Quantico. I'm joined by an actual veteran,
So,
American
and
hero.
calm down, everybody. But yeah, so in honor of Veterans Day, we also got our camouflage bush light. And um what was it? Fucking oh yeah, I'd set it up so like at this point you would have had this is the 10th episode in a no,
And
ninth episode
it,
of 8 in a row
yeah,
for you guys that finally after going through the editing process of everything
sorry.
um finally got it all done and like
Yeah,
and what
uploaded.
happened for me is that like we needed to edit something on the first episode we recorded
And just never.
and then like got busy with work and then we kept on recording though and like I didn't want to post the videos that I hadn't edited just so it'd be out of
Mm,
sync with everything. And then we had to edit another video later on down the line and I was just like fuck and then now I really got in a big backlog and then I finally had a day or a couple of days where I could actually edit everything
mm.
and now it's all up there. So for all of you watching the live stream, you're seeing it a week early. But for everybody that's actually watching on YouTube, which I found out we have a consistent 6 to 7 viewers
Oh, neat.
on all of our stuff. So
Hmm.
somebody's at least, like, oh hey, they posted
It's
again.
me 6 times.
But yeah, in honor of Veterans Day, we want everybody to stand up and salute the flag.
Get up, cocksuckers, it's all over. We're the baddest motherfuckers out there. You send a message to that fucking North Korean. He's gonna be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the focus. Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with? Stop with the gun control. Stop with the fucking whining. Stop with the Russians on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Worry about yourself. Keep your eyes open and get the fuck off Snapchat and fucking Twitter, cocksucker. Stay black.
The fucking how he's like dead asleep, and then the American flag or like the national
National
anthem
anthem,
comes
yeah.
on, and he's like, "Get up, cocksucker!" He's like
Ugh.
dead to the world. But yeah, so there was something I brought up to you
Uh-huh.
yesterday about why is every single bum ass team going overseas?
So we'll bring that up in a minute,
Okay,
because we're doing a little specialty episode
okay,
here on Saturday,
yeah,
potentially.
potentially.
Yeah.
It might not look like I can because
Mhm.
of the weather. We've delayed a lot of
Well,
my.
then that potentially gives me time.
Okay.
But I made a little purchase today. Do we want to talk about
Oh, okay.
what we're
Yeah, yeah,
doing?
we can. So,
Um, I'll let you open the gift.
okay.
Uh, but I can't remember where. I think we saw a video once about a, like, or no, I think
It
it's
was on one of our
Pat
memes.
the
Yeah,
Pat
the Pat McAfee.
McAfee,
Yeah,
and we were talking. Matt used to kick in high school,
yeah.
so we're gonna do a little test. I don't own cleats, and
Mm,
it's been raining here a lot. Well, cleats are pretty expensive,
yes.
so I went to our local Goodwill and I bought me the closest pair of cleats I could buy for myself, not for
Yeah.
Matt.
I still have my pair from high school.
So tell me about the setup on these bad boys.
These are track cleats.
yeah, they're the only ones that they had. I think one of them missing a spike. yeah. So rate my setup. How well do you think I'm gonna do in those bad boys?
Not well.
Not well.
No, one of the spikes is literally dull as shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a tip.
Mm-hmm.
This one is losing its tip.
But for the how much I spent, what a deal.
I can't wait for you to go out there and it like absolutely either biffs or you get so.
I haven't even tried them on. Let me just go on one of them. What do you got, am I right?
Yeah. You either are gonna get too much traction or too little traction. That's my prediction on it.
So the one thing that concerns me, I don't know if you noticed, the heel has 0.
Yeah.
My goal was to look like a kicker in like the turn of the century. Like there's the one fella who just straight up didn't have
Cleats.
a foot. And it was just like half of a cleat. But I mean, okay, actually they fit pretty well.
Did you not even try them on at the
No,
store?
Didn't. Saw they were my size and I was like, all right. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
pretty good. Aaron, what's that website that you do the racketeering for? Racketeering. The foot wiki. Oh, wiki feet. Yeah. So I'm ready to dominate. There's not any padding or anything on the toe, so I might break a toe, but
You technically break your toes every time you kick a ball.
really,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you break like small bones in your feet every time you kick.
Huh?
Yeah. It's so small of a break that you just don't notice it. But if you do like repetitive kicking over time,
Yeah.
You'll end up
I'm
like
saying, don't be surprised if I dominate.
Yeah.
In this competition.
So back when I was 100 pounds lighter, in high school, the farthest I kicked in game, and I think I told you this yesterday too, was 21 or 22 yards.
Yeah.
Farthest I ever kicked in practice was 25.
Yeah. so
So
feeling
like,
pretty good.
yeah,
Did my leg day today. Crashed out, honestly. Did not have
Yeah.
a good leg day. But I'm going to do, because I only did the hack squat and hip thrust
Mhm.
and then the hip.
Oh, the
one-
adductor and
I can't remember-
adductors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did one of them.
Okay.
The one where you're this.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do another leg day where it's going to be deadlift and actually do like extensions and leg pull or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking. So I'm hoping by then stretch out, feel
Yeah.
good, loosen up,
Mhm.
and then
And we're thinking of doing this for episode 69,
Mhm.
just as like, a little gimmick kind of deal. It might even be posted as like a standalone thing, just for like if anybody wants to like.
Well, I think depending on how long we can
Yeah.
get footage for, we could even do half of that and half of the aim
Okay.
that we go to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually a good idea. And this one would be episode 53, I believe.
Mm.
And then next week would be 54. So we're getting close.
Yeah.
Um
Who could that be?
But yeah, so we're gonna go out to the field and try and kick.
Yeah, TJ.
Try and kick some field goals.
That's why I go ring up for back. Hey. Don't go.
I didn't get close.
Go away.
So,
Just back. Go. Just in the middle of production.
Yeah.
Keep moving. What happened?
Keep moving. Keep it going.
I thought you were gonna give me the recipe.
But yeah, so for episode 69, along with the Iowa State game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Potentially.
If we get like enough.
Yeah. I did find out so the time was TBD still. When I purchased the tickets, it is going to be a night game.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to be quite cold. And my mom, when I told her that I was going, she was like, "Those Cyclones game in November get cold as shit."
Your
It's-
mom said that?
yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's just like layer up. It's the wind and the seats that really get you.
Oh,
Yeah. So
God
like,
forbid you get it wet too.
yeah.
Oh man.
And so like I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. Boogie boards
Boogie boards.
to sit on.
Are they
Those
metal?
little like
Are they metal fucking bleachers?
I don't think they're metal anymore, but I think back when my mom was there,
Okay.
yeah. And
My
also
my I just got new bibs.
okay.
And if you need to borrow some, I still have a set if you don't have any insulated bibs.
I don't have any insulated, so I might purchase one next.
Well, if you want to buy one, but if you just don't get the
Yeah.
chance to buy some, I
I
have
could-
two now
okay.
that are insulated, so we can
Yeah.
try it out. But yeah,
Um,
my plan is to
layer ninja suit underneath.
potentially ninja suit. 'Cause I
I'm
feel
probably
like
gonna ninja suit.
maybe not the bottoms for me because the bibs are probably gonna be warm.
Yeah. Well, like I might rock
It
the
might be
bottoms
game time decision. I might bring him, and then if it's
just in case
if
if it's too warm or too not.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it's not that cold out,
Yeah. Maybe even regular bibs would be just fine sometimes. And like this winter's been really weird.
yeah,
Or like this late fall into going in the winter.
yeah.
Where like normally it's a lot colder than it is
Uh-huh.
right now.
Well, it's just wet and
Yeah.
rainy. That's the big
Yeah.
thing.
But
Also, I made a beef stew tonight. I don't think I did a good job.
you don't think you did a good job? Should I
Nah.
DoorDash?
No, well, I mean maybe. Just if you have it and you're like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll DoorDash
Okay.
or something. We'll get some. But
Um
I read then I've been like looking at a couple of different YouTube recipes,
mhm,
and I got it mixed up where like most people were doing like a little bit, maybe like you know how you can get like the little half cans of tomato paste.
yeah.
And I saw just one person do a full can of tomato sauce. But everyone else was doing the tomato paste. But I
Mhm,
just remembered the size of the regular
yeah.
can. And I remember tomato paste, so I bought that and it's just a little too tomatoey.
Yeah.
So I tried putting in more broth and stuff to kind of
Mhm.
like kill it, and so we'll see. You know,
Maybe it works.
maybe it works. Maybe it's like a
Let's
little
hope.
happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Bob Ross always wanted
Hmm.
for Veterans Day, you know.
Hmm. Dude, great connection. I
Great
forgot.
connection.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
literally just talking to a little lady
Mhm.
and I was just we were butchering the line. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
because
Happy little accidents.
yeah,
Yeah.
because she's painting something and she said that she was making mistakes and she was like, "Ah, I love Bob Ross." I was like, "I'm not a huge fan of
No.
like not him as a person. I think he does great.
Yeah.
I just can't stand watching the show over and
Yeah.
over again just because I'm not
I can
that
watch it once a week.
once a week.
Yeah, like with
Once a
like the
week.
weekly episodes.
You can watch Bob Ross once a week,
Yeah. Well, like
bro.
I don't do it, but like I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I don't do it once a week. Like every now and then, like if I really need to fall asleep and I just need that nice, calm, soothing.
Well, there's no like I don't think there's any music except for like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like there's
Just
no background. It's just him talking.
yeah. Throw it on Netflix and just
Titanium black.
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like just hear happy little accents. I'm like, yep, that's what I am.
Yeah.
Um, fuck. Where was I?
Oh, what were we talking about?
Oh, you're cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, we were talking yesterday.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of different reasons. But Matt had asked me, why do I think that all of these bum football teams are going to go play in Mexico City, Germany, UK? A lot of them are in UK and Germany. Is there any other ones that are?
Brazil.
Yeah, they had the Brazil one. Um, Toronto, I don't really. Oh my God, yeah, London has had 36.
Yeah. So 36 in London, 6 in Toronto, 5 in Mexico City,
Hmm.
2 in Munich, and 1 in Frankfurt.
The only reason I remember Mexico City is because if I remember correctly, there was one of the games that Marshawn Lynch like sat out for the Mexican or for the American national anthem, but
Yeah.
was standing for the Mexican national anthem. It's just like, bro, like,
What?
what are you doing?
Um, I wanted to look at every single game and just kind of like look at the teams and what year.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's a bum ass team, man. Get them fuck out of here.
Well, like, so I was just
Yeah.
looking at it like for this year. I'm like,
No,
there's only one
but
I
if
could
you-
see.
for the consistent that I see.
Yeah.
The Giants go a lot. The Jaguars go a
Yep.
lot.
I thought the Lions went a lot at one point.
No, I don't think the Lions go a ton.
The Vikings.
No, I mean they're on there.
Yeah. Well, let's look. All right. So
The Jets, I think the Jets go a lot.
Yep.
And these are kind of those more notorious teams that like don't spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So go on. So this
So-
is the first ones are the London ones.
Yep.
I wish-
07.
I wish we had. Should I give me a little? Do you have a? I got a pen. Do you have paper?
I got a letter.
That sure.
Let's do it on the back. Yeah.
Do a little tally. So the Giants won. Who else?
And Dolphins,
Okay.
Chargers, and Saints. And this was in 08. So literally 1 year later, October 28th, 2007 was the Giants and Dolphins. 2008, October 26th was the Chargers and Saints. They kept it kind of close in the next year in 09.
Mm-hmm.
The New England Patriots and Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, Denver Broncos and the 49ers. Chicago and Tampa.
So the Bucks have been twice.
Yep.
Okay. Bucks twice.
I
feel this is the thing we should have done.
Yeah.
We should have done the research before presenting
Yeah.
this episode.
New England and
Yeah,
St.
I'm
Louis.
not, I'm not gonna. I'm not
Okay.
gonna keep tracking this. I'll
Like-
be here all day.
New England and St. Louis.
I think we should actually research all this, get a good why do we feel like we're seeing like there's the Giants again, there's the Jags again, the Patriots again. A lot of the Northeast teams or the NFC
Yeah.
East in general.
And Atlanta, Jacksonville again,
Patriots again.
Baltimore. And then Mexico was Houston, Oakland,
Yep, that was the game I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Germany, and then Brazil was this year. Oh, okay. So this has the standings.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the Minnesota
Vikings have been
4-0 every time they've gone overseas. The Giants are 3-0. 49ers are 3-0. KC's 3-0. Philly's 2-0. Panthers have won once. Dallas has won once. Saints are 2-1. Patriots are 3-2. Jacksonville has been there 13 times.
13 times. Holy shit.
They're 7-6. St. Louis / LA Rams 2-2. Baltimore 1-1. Seattle 1-1. Chicago Bears 2-1. Houston 1-1. Colts 1-1. Lions 1-1. Denver 1-1. Redskins tied. And this was back when they were called the Redskins. In 2016. Oakland 2-3. Atlanta 1-2. St. Louis San Diego / LA 1-2. Jets 1-2. Tampa 1-3. Cincinnati 1-1 tie, or 0-1 and 1 tie. Miami 1-5, so they've been 6 times. Cleveland 0-1. Pittsburgh 0-1. Cardinals 0-2. Buffalo Bills 0-2. Green Bay 0-2, and Tennessee Titans 0-2. So the Jags have gone 13 times. That is a fuck ton. And Jags are definitely one of those teams that I would say have owners that just don't really.
I mean, how many times have the Jacksonville Jaguars won a playoff game or won a Super Bowl?
That's fair. So,
Or like made like a really big purchase to like keep a certain player around.
Maybe Trevor Lawrence, but that's about it.
Because like Jalen Ramsey, I'm pretty sure they didn't pay him like a huge deal. He went to the Rams and got a huge deal there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely was like Jacksonville. I remember just thinking like Jacksonville goes a fuck ton.
Yeah. They're constantly going overseas to playing games. And I was like, why are we abusing these people by letting them watch Jacksonville? But also, Jacksonville's been 7-6 so far every time they've gone over. So
These are walking to Baker's.
It's only a mile away.
so according to Wikipedia, London is potentially getting an NFL team.
Yeah, they've been saying that for a while. I honestly don't like it.
Jacksonville Jaguars have significant ties to London. They have played. Okay, yeah. Huh. I don't think it will happen, but
I just don't like the idea of it.
me neither. Like, get your own league in Europe. And they already do.
Yeah, then they have a European football
Yeah.
league.
What's this? International marketing and
See you,
expansion.
Can you? You probably can't bring milk back, can you?
That's cool.
Yeah, you can bring back milk. The only thing is you want to hold that gallon the whole time.
I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
Okay, yeah, bring back milk. I'm making homemade mashed potatoes for this stew. So, bye. What a bunch of losers. Wait, what the fuck? Go back to that. Oh, you already went.
Yeah.
There's just like a weird. It's not important, but it's like Twinkleham Stadium or something like that. For one,
What?
When I read it just real quick, it was like Tinkle or Tinkenham Stadium in
Yeah.
UK, and I was like, "That is." Hey, girlie, they are going. You are fine. You are okay. Why don't you go eat your food that you haven't touched all morning? Scam.
She's a little
Doing
rascal.
NFL first?
Well, I was just going to cover. I forgot to do this when I was setting up. Yeah. For college basketball, for week one, since yesterday was opening day, at least when that time of recording on election day.
Where's your I voted sticker?
It's upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's opening day, so pretty much every good team is playing a tune-up game. Number one Kansas beat Howard 87 to
The only one that
57.
doesn't look like a tune-up game is Gonzaga and Baylor.
That's about the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say typically.
Yeah, but everyone else definitely following that trend.
Alabama against UNC Asheville, 110 to 54. Houston beat Jackson State.
Yeah, babe, I got a scholarship.
UNC Asheville, babe. We're playing against Alabama. We're gonna swipe.
Hey, top performer, Salom or Salmon, from UNCA. So
Solomon.
I can't.
Yeah, it's Solomon.
I don't wear my glasses.
Houston played against Jackson State 97 to 40. Iowa State played against Mississippi Valley 83 to 44. Baylor and Gonzaga number 8 and 6. Gonzaga fucked them pretty much, to put it bluntly. 101 to 63. So Baylor's definitely dropping.
Yeah, but it's still early enough in the season that they are a good ball club, which I don't know. I
But
don't watch college basketball. Honestly, anytime you talk about this in the streams, I'm going to tune out
Yeah.
because I just can't follow basketball. We've tried many times for me to sit down and watch it with you. I just cannot.
Yeah.
I liked watching golf more than I like watching this.
What?
Swear to God, when we were over at Tom's and they had it just on the channel and they were talking to me about it, and I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But like overall, I was like,
I'd say we could go to an Iowa State basketball game, but
we can go.
So pretty much every single home game that Iowa State has is already sold out.
Jesus Christ.
They were sold out like a month before opening day.
We got to do UNO hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm fairly certain we have to hook up there.
Yeah. But Gonzaga and Baylor are both good teams.
Yeah,
Alleged,
top 10,
yeah. And this was preseason rankings too, and so for Baylor to get swamped by the number 6 team, who's only 2 places above them, is huge. They're probably going to drop pretty heavily going into the rest of the season. Like I could probably see them going midway to in the 20s.
Mm.
After a loss like that.
What about Texas A&M, who was top 15, losing to UCF, who wasn't ranked?
So that one is a bit closer, but I could definitely see them also either 20s or dropping out.
Mm.
I could see Baylor taking UC or A&M spot and A&M dropping into the low 20s, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
When I say low, I mean like
Yeah,
closer to
yeah,
25.
yeah.
Duke beat Maine 96-62. North Carolina beat Elon 90-76. Arizona won. Tennessee won. The only game that is
Ohio State.
Ohio State beat Texas. So
The football school beat another football school.
so with that being said, I didn't see that far. Texas A&M could potentially go to Texas's spot,
Mm.
and then Texas drops. It also, I'm not going to sit here and take my time looking through every single team's ranking
Yeah.
to accurately try and say, but pretty much everybody that is ranked won except for Texas, A&M, and Baylor. But Baylor at least lost to another ranked team.
Mm-hmm.
But they got
blown
blown out.
out.
Yeah. And all the other ranked teams that lost, they were close. So maybe they were a little bit more favored in that dropping,
Mm-hmm.
but I can definitely see them getting dropped lower going forward.
We don't have to look at Nebraska won, or else you're looking ahead to next week.
No, I wasn't really looking ahead because they have games every fucking every day, and like that. In the structure that we do these podcasts, it's kind of hard to keep up with and just speak and spew everything to everybody.
Yeah.
For college basketball. So for college basketball, I mostly just follow Big 12. I'll follow the Big 12 more than I will any other conference. Just for me, it's a little bit easier to.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we'll just go into college football last week.
Mm-hmm.
Going from college to college.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego State lost to Boise State. We watched a bit of that game.
Yeah.
Oregon beat
I think
Michigan.
after a while, we just like, yeah, this game's over.
Yeah.
I think we went to half and we were like,
Yeah.
no.
Oregon beat Michigan. Georgia beat Florida. That one was a semi-closer game than I thought it was going to
Two-score
be.
game.
Yeah.
The problem is Florida was leading to the half, and then they just did nothing after that.
Yeah. Ohio State beat Penn State.
Close game.
Yeah. In Penn State too,
Mm-hmm.
or at Penn State, I should say. Miami beat Duke. Kentucky lost to Tennessee. A&M lost to South Carolina. That is an upset right there, 44-20.
I feel like there's a decent amount of upsets this week.
Yeah.
I mean, you get 3 in a row, really.
Yeah. My Cyclones got their first loss, 23-22.
I watched the highlights because I want to be able to like speak to this game.
Yeah. It was a heartbreaking loss.
The thing that I'll say, it's a team loss.
Yeah.
There's aspects of the team all around. Like you had the missed field, way
missed field goal. Yeah.
I watched that and I was like,
yeah, I was sitting there like,
yeah, I just saw that. I was like, what happened?
Because you were watching the Huskers game and I was watching the Cyclones game.
Well, you were asleep for like the first half.
The first quarter, yeah. I came in at the second quarter. Yeah.
That well, there's a fumble and a
Yeah.
pick by Beck, who I don't think it was a bad pick. I just don't think he saw that
Yeah.
defender.
And
Just a bad
that's
read.
yeah, it was a bad read. Um
And they didn't get started in the first,
yeah.
and then
They did typical Iowa State things, not getting started in the first.
mhm.
And
Even though first drive went down there and got a field goal,
yeah,
so it's like okay, this is a good start, and then just did nothing.
nothing the rest of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And like Iowa State did good driving down the field,
Mm,
got the touchdown to be up, and then got the 2-point conversion. No, they missed a 2-point conversion.
mm.
Um, because that would have put them up by
20.
it would have been
Or sorry.
24. It would have been 24-23.
Yeah.
Even if they had scored,
Yeah.
and just and them kicking the field goal would have no. If they'd gone for a 2-point conversion, would have drove it to overtime.
Mm.
But Iowa State drove down the field. They left. Dude, it was so
Well, dude, I'll tell you, I didn't like their attempt of a last play, whereas the
yeah.
pass around bullshit. I think, I mean,
You had enough time on the clock.
but Rocco Beck, he had one bad pick,
Yeah,
but he can still throw it deep
yeah,
down the field accurately. I don't know why they don't try to get it in
yeah,
that guy's hands. I know like where they were deep in their
yeah,
zone, but whenever I was watching that, I was like, this is
yeah.
terrible.
I did not like that decision.
Yeah,
I was sitting there like, get down the field. Like you know your guy can kick 54 yards.
yeah.
Yeah, he fucked up earlier.
Had one bad kick, which
Yeah,
I don't know if that was a whole thing. They didn't really go into it
I
that
think it
deep.
was the weather.
Was it
That
that
I think it might have been the grass field
the
playing an effect with.
the thing whenever I was watching it because
Yeah,
they had it from like just one angle. It looked like he kicked it because he was lined up what right hash
yeah,
kicked it. It looked like he just went straight
yeah,
opposite going aiming it to
yeah,
the uprights. So that's why I was kind of looking. I was like,
yeah.
is that a kicking issue mostly?
But
I
see,
don't
he was on the
know.
right hash at 54 against the Hawkeyes.
And he made it, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that
but
was also good
yeah,
weather compared to rainy day.
yeah.
And so I'm thinking there probably was a mix of the wet field because
Hmm.
there was a lot of drop passes and like people slipping and falling all throughout the game. So maybe on
There's
his
there's one play that Texas A&M ran. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking,
yeah,
but they had all their linemen like drop to the ground,
yeah,
and you can see the Cyclones player like the fuck, and
yeah,
just like hop right over
yeah,
the line and
and
like get an easy sack. And I was
yeah,
like, what are they doing?
and like overall, I wouldn't say it was a complete loss because they played very well. Up until that last drive on both offense and defense.
The one thing I would just be concerned about is like, all right, first loss of the season.
How does this affect them?
Yeah, and I mean, you guys don't have any more bye weeks
Yeah.
going forward.
We do have a fairly, I'd hate to say easy matchup, but I'm
With
also not discounting KU.
yeah,
But
and
of
especially
this of these
in
last five stretch,
Colorado, I'm worried that Colorado is gonna sneakily steal your guys'
yeah,
spot potentially if
me
they
too.
keep doing what they
Yeah,
do. Like Colorado's a bigger name,
yeah.
and it's not like they've even beaten bigger schools to kind of earn their
They're just
hype.
a bigger name.
They're just a bigger name right
Yeah,
now, and I'm worried that if Iowa State loses potentially one more game, they're going to be
yeah,
not in that darling child
yeah,
picture of the Big 12. It's going to be
hmm
BYU and Colorado.
yeah,
And I mean, because they're already overlooking KU
yeah.
and looking
Or
at
K State,
K
yeah,
State, excuse me, and looking at Colorado. So
yeah,
that's where I'm kind of
yeah.
just
And I
a
think it's
little
just
more nervous.
the Big 12 committee people are just like sucking off Dion
Hmm.
in that spec, and like yeah, it's just like this is of this last five stretch though. I think KU is definitely the weakest team,
Hmm.
so I think it's a good way for us to try and like go out there and stomp the field over KU.
The one thing I'll say is y'all can't play like that and expect to go and win the Big 12
Yeah,
champ. Like,
yeah.
yeah, no.
No, it's just like something needs to happen where we need to get
Hmm.
our offense in gear all four quarters,
Jules.
especially in the first. Like, yes, we've made improvements where we're actually scoring in the first quarter now.
Yeah, you guys got a field goal.
It's
It was
just
like
we
a
need to
what,
stay
49er from
yeah,
49 yard.
yeah.
Jules?
But we need to stay consistent with getting down the field
Yeah.
and playing offense the whole game.
Mm.
Louisville beat Clemson 33-21.
I think they're back within the top 25 again.
Yep.
Which
we can go over it again just like we did last week.
Sure. Indiana. I mean,
Indiana beat Michigan State
the
47.
best team in the Big Ten right now, just slightly behind Oregon.
Yeah.
I would love to see those two teams play each other, and I'm probably just gonna have to wait until because I don't think they play each other.
No, I don't think
of the
so. K-State lost to Houston.
Yeah.
24-19. So maybe that's why K-State's getting overlooked because Houston lost to Iowa State.
Yeah.
Either Houston got their shit in gear halfway through the season, or I don't know what it is.
Well, it looks like they just had like a really late fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And just fucking strung it together. And that another not terrible upset because there's only but SMU beat Pitt.
Yep. 48-25.
Yeah, pretty handily. Just took care of them.
Ole Miss beat Arkansas 63-31.
Mm-hmm.
Army beat Air Force.
First undefeated.
20-3, which is I think they said it's like the first time Army's been 8-0. For a long time.
I get it, but I still hate seeing them so low in the rankings.
Yeah. I get it because of their conference.
I get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it, and I see the people that they play.
Yeah.
Like, you beat a 1-7 Air Force team. Are you really expecting that big of flowers?
Yeah. No.
But how they've been playing overall.
Yeah. Minnesota beat Illinois 25-17, and I had said this is a potential game that Illinois could lose.
And Illinois was looking good. I think they lost they definitely lost their ranking, excuse me. And I mean, that's just Big Ten. You never really know what's going to happen in Big Ten.
And it's something I was saying too about the Big 12, and I think it honestly can spread across the majority of college sports, at least in the Power 4 conferences. So Big 12, ACC, Big 10, and SEC.
The problem is this year it's definitely entering into a new age of college football with NIL,
the 12 team
playoff. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of shit that is going to be way different. And that's why I'm kind of glad I'm coming in this year, so it's all fresh and new to me.
This was I watched this game along every time I was on a commercial break, I would watch yours.
Dude, I was so frustrated the entire time.
Yeah.
Because I was just looking at it, and it was just our defense, who we usually with just the way that we were scoring, we were getting help.
Yeah.
Which I fucking hate. All three of our touchdowns came from basically handouts from UCLA doing a personal foul. We get 15 yards, and then we go and capitalize. Cool. And I mean, again, one score game, fucking just story of Nebraska.
Yeah.
But I mean, the defense, and I mean, it's hard to just put a lot of the blame on the defense. But I mean, I think the first drive they went down, and I mean, a lot of the drives they were just going down there. I don't think we got a single turnover. Dylan Raiola threw a fucking pick six to start off the second half.
Yeah.
First play right out the gate. And then you have Matt Rule, who I love. I really like having Matt Rule. But he doesn't want to and I get it. You don't want to openly say this is the problem.
Yeah.
He's it's kind of like a team thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of you don't necessarily put the blame on Satterfield, who's our offensive coordinator, which a lot of people have been kind of looking at going okay, if you look at Ohio State, why the fuck are we throwing a gajillion fucking screen passes?
Yeah.
And they're just going absolutely nowhere. And then we had a UCLA drive where I think we had just 3 straight runs.
Yeah.
Went nowhere. And it's just so we're trying to just commit to the run, and it's just not going anywhere.
Trying to get the run going,
it's
maybe.
A game that I don't even want to call it a trap game. It's just a game we should have won.
Yeah.
They're new to the Big Ten. They're really chippy with us for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
But they came in Memorial Stadium and fucking it was nothing to them. Which is crazy because Nebraska fans are a huge atmosphere to come and play in for the first time in a long time, because I don't think we play UCLA a ton of time. But yeah, just drove me crazy the entire
Yeah.
game. And I mean, especially when you look at the beginning half of the year when we're really explosive for what a first. I don't know. Would you say the first 3 games,
Yeah.
and then just somewhere after that third game, and we hit our first like loss? It
Just all motivation was lost.
and it's just like, what are we doing here? Like
Yeah.
the season's not totally over.
No.
Like if we would have won this game,
You're in bowl contention.
well we would have got a bowl game.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. These like last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
we've been opportunity to get a bowl game, and
Mhm.
we just do nothing.
Yeah.
And we're 5-4, which like we shouldn't be in this fucking position.
Yeah.
Ohio State. I mean, a lot of people you go in and they're just like you're gonna lose that game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we had a
Stay
close
competitive.
game. We had a
Yeah.
competitive game, and then Indiana we just get fucking blown out the ass. But yeah, it just fucking sucks. It's one of those things. I'm glad we have a bye because then it's just like, all right,
Mhm.
this is a week that we can just fucking cut all the bullshit,
Yeah.
focus in.
Have a team lock-in, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I said it once. We should be able to win out.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck this calling me right
It's probably some political shit.
now.
They've been
Probably.
fucking calling my shit.
It was important to leave the voicemail.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I was fucking fuming the whole game. I don't know if you know this, but like as soon as the game was over, I got up and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything to anybody. Aaron wanted to go to whatever fucking store,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, let's just go. I don't
Yeah.
fucking say anything to anybody.
And like I was sitting there like and I'm sitting there in anxiety mode while you guys are leaving. And I'm like sitting there like, do I switch it over to big TV or do I keep on watching here? There's not enough time for me
Yeah.
to switch it over. Like at one
Mhm.
point I clicked on AirPlay. I'm like, not
I
enough
wasn't even.
time.
I was so mad that I was like, I just want to turn off this TV.
Oh, and that's
don't
what
even
I
wanna
figured.
I don't even want to see it. I didn't want to hear the commentators anymore.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
I
fucking the
figured that
fans that want to talk about fucking like here's the thing, yeah, Big Ten refs are fucking crazy,
yeah.
but I'm still. That's the thing. I say that every week. It's just we shouldn't be in a position where fucking
The ref is the
refs
game.
it's
Yeah.
yeah deciding our game.
Yeah.
And next week.
But yeah, so like I was in anxiety mode,
Mm-hmm.
sitting there watching the Cyclones going their last drive on off or second to last drive on offense, and they're moving down the field very well.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, you guys should eat more time off the clock. Eat more time off the clock.
That was something that I was looking at that Iowa State did dominate time of possession.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm sitting there. It's like less than 4 minutes, and they're driving down the field, and they score with like 2:05 left.
It's one of the things when I was watching it and I was looking at the stats, I was like, you can't hate you can't like, oh, this team sucks.
No.
You gotta calling for people's heads. It's just
Yeah.
like, damn, if we would have not had those 2 turnovers,
Yeah.
if we didn't miss that field goal,
It was a whole lot of like 3 or 4 one thing changes.
yeah,
Completely different ball game.
and then the defense having just areas where just wide open
Yeah.
touchdowns, and it's just like, damn, like
Yeah,
where the
and I'm
fuck
sitting
is
there as a Cyclones fan, like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
It's just one of the things that I think at the whole, and I think we're both. It's
Yeah.
the same thing for both. It's just that it was a whole team
Yeah,
thing where just we should have won that game.
Yeah.
We didn't.
yeah. And that last drive, we started off strong. Like, fuck, dude, I think there was a penalty in that last drive that like saved there was. It was a legal hands to the face
Uh huh.
on the defense.
Mm.
And we had gotten a sack. No, interception off their quarterback.
Uh huh.
But there was an illegal hands to the face on that same play that would have killed their drive. Like it was an interception to like finish off the game, or no, not that last drive, but it was a and yeah, got hit with an illegal hands to the face off an interception. That would have been the third pick that game,
Yeah.
and
Well,
they were able to go down, and that's what they scored.
Each team both had 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I mean, the other Iowa State fan that I know was like, he's like, yeah, there's a controversial call, and it's just like,
there wasn't any controversial call.
well, I was like, I didn't see anything, man. I'm just gonna have to take your word on it. But the thing is like, with the game being that close, that one controversial call. It's like y'all shouldn't
No.
have been in that position.
Exactly.
And
And I'm agreeing with you. I don't think there's a single controversial call that game. I think it was fairly called. Yes, there was one where like one's on each side,
yeah.
but like we've no refs have came out and said this before, like retired refs. Like if we make one bad call on one side, we will make another bad call on the other side to kind of even it out.
Sure.
They've straight up admitted
Yeah.
they do this shit.
Mm,
And so like I saw that happen. I'm like, all right, cool. They're at least evening the field.
yeah.
Because that's one thing being an Iowa State fan. Every time Iowa State starts playing good in previous years, we always get some bullshit calls on us.
Mm,
And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this shit? And finally, this is the first season where I'm sitting there like, they're not doing it.
mm,
What is happening? Like,
Mhm.
we're ranked, they're not fucking with us. This is amazing. And then I was sitting there like,
let's
yeah.
go ahead and take a look. I did the
Oh, okay.
guessing last time, and I cheated and I looked.
Okay.
So we'll have you guess the current rankings.
Okay.
I think you'll be able to get a lot of them. All right, number 1,
Oregon.
correct. Number 2,
Isn't it Tennessee, Texas?
no, they beat Texas.
I want to cheat, but SEC school,
Mm-hmm. They lost.
Georgia.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3, Big Ten.
Ohio State.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4,
Penn State.
no, they just lost. They're a little bit
Okay.
lower.
Are they number 5 or 6?
They are number 6. Penn
Okay.
State's number 6. Number 4,
Would that be Tennessee?
no.
Fuck.
This team's undefeated.
BYU.
No. No. not that far off, but like yeah, they're not top. They're not top 5. This team was previously ranked 5. We've been kind of shitting on them and counting them out all season. I'm gonna change my tune.
Fuck.
They are one of like a few ACC schools.
Not Pitt.
Ray Lewis went here.
I'm blanking on this team, and I feel like when you say it, I'm gonna be pissed off.
You're gonna be pissed off. They have a certain hand signal that they use.
Miami.
Yes.
Okay.
This team also uses a certain hand signal for number 5.
Texas.
Yes. Number
Okay.
6, we said Penn State. Number 7, if you don't guess this one, I'll be laughing at you because you've used this team for every guess so
Tennessee.
far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 8, who I like in this spot. Number 8, another undefeated school, Big Ten.
Is it Indiana finally?
It is Indiana.
Okay.
Number 9, undefeated team, Big 12.
BYU.
Correct. Number 10.
Was it the same team that was number 10 last week?
No, they were number 8 last week.
I'm trying to remember, but I can't off the top of my head.
They're 7-1. They will play the Army here soon.
Not Navy. Notre Dame.
Correct.
Okay.
Number 11.
Not Clemson or Iowa State.
Correct.
Did you skip over 10?
No, we just said number 10 was Notre
Okay.
Dame. Team is 6-2 in the SEC.
Alabama.
Correct.
Okay.
Number 12. 7-1.
Iowa State.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Iowa State didn't drop that far.
15
They dropped 6 spaces.
from 11, so 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's
They didn't drop too far. Okay.
no.
No.
As I said, not too far, but enough to go.
Yeah. Like,
a Heisman candidate is on team number 12.
oh, fucking Boise.
Yep.
Okay.
13 had I wouldn't call it an upset win, but they had a win over a team that they were ranked higher than or lower than.
Not Louisville. Penn State?
We already said Penn State.
Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
They beat Pitt this last week.
Fuck. Who beat Pitt? Fucking.
They're 8-1.
God damn, I'm trying to. Fuck, we just talked about
We
this.
just talked about it, yeah.
Can I use one of my give me's?
It's SMU.
Fuck! God damn it. All right.
Number 14, another 3-letter school.
LSU.
Correct. Fucking. Number 15,
Number 15.
7-2.
K State.
No.
Was I close with K State?
They dropped a lot. They dropped, well, okay, not a lot, but they're,
Still ranked.
yes.
Probably 24,
No.
23,
No.
25,
No. Wrong
22.
direction.
22 or 21.
22.
Okay.
Colorado's 21.
Fuck. Why is Colorado? God.
What are we talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, exactly.
What were we on? 15?
Yeah. And you got, oh, sorry, you didn't name this team.
What conference?
Honestly, I gotta look it up. I don't know. Oh, SEC.
SEC?
I'm trying to think of a famous alumni. God, was Johnny Money from this team?
A&M?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Johnny Money was with A&M.
Number 16.
Number 16.
Manning went to the school, if I'm remembering correctly.
Not Tennessee. Not Texas.
Correct.
Who did Eli play with?
Yeah, I think it is Eli who went to the school. I think his brother also went to the school. I think his dad also went to the school. I think that was the big controversy. Peyton didn't go to the school.
ACC? Clemson.
No, not Clemson. We already named Clemson.
We did? No.
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Yeah, they dropped a lot.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to give you this one?
Yeah, use my second strike.
It is Ole Miss.
Fuck. Oh, dude, you could have said Michael Orr.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where was I?
So
Okay.
15. Yeah.
It's not 16, 17.
I'd already said 17. Iowa State.
Yep.
Okay.
18.
18.
Man. 8-0.
Army.
Yep.
Okay.
19. This team just lost. And they dropped 8. They dropped 8 fucking ranks.
Was this one Clemson?
This is Clemson.
Okay.
And then I won't have you do the rest.
Is
20, huh?
Sorry.
ahead.
Who did SMU just fucking
They beat Pitt.
Pitt was 21 originally, correct?
Correct. They are now
25?
23.
25.
Oh, actually, sorry. They were 20.
Okay.
Or no, they were. Oh, fucking. Sorry. SMU was 20. And fucking Pitt was 18.
Okay.
So Pitt is. All right. So Louisville is 25.
Yep.
Vandy's 24.
Vandy's up there finally. Okay.
Yeah. Both of those teams were previously unranked.
Yep.
Pitt is 23. K-State, Colorado, fucking which one is Washington State,
Okay.
and then all
I
the
did pretty
previous-
good.
Yeah.
2 strikes, got up to 20 before, and I'd already called out 2 of the in the 20s.
Yeah.
Goated in the sauce. All right. Okay, yeah, we'll go into week 11 of the top 25. Florida against Texas.
I got Texas winning this game.
They don't have the ranks up here.
That's what I was just looking
Yeah.
at. I was looking. I was like, is this
Huh.
possible? Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
So Florida against Texas. Purdue against Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean it's Big Ten ball, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Purdue is fucking
Yeah.
1-7.
Miami against Georgia Tech.
Dude, I'm going Miami all the way. I honestly,
We keep on dogging on them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, they're a good ball club. I
Georgia
like-
against Ole
Is
Miss.
it Cam Ward?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Georgia Ole Miss.
I'm gonna go Georgia.
I can honestly see Ole Miss pulling away, but
You think that'd be a pretty big upset?
yeah, I could see them,
Mhm.
but I'm honestly not going to keep the Georgia Dogs out.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that's also going to be a great game to watch. Indiana against Michigan. Indiana.
Yeah, I'm going 10.
Let's go Army over North Texas.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Clemson against Virginia Tech. Clemson.
I don't know. I mean, Virginia Tech did very well versus Miami.
They did. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout game, but
hello. Yeah.
So I've already talked my piece on the Iowa State case KU game.
No too.
Because KU is 2-6 and 1-4 in the Big 12.
Well, I hope that. Oh, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
So I think again, like every week, I'm gonna keep on saying this, and it's gonna be. You could probably fucking take a drink every time I say this.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State needs to play all 4 quarters of offense and all 4 quarters of defense.
Dude, you want? I hate to say it in front of you. I see Iowa State losing this game.
Really?
It's just one of the things. I feel like they're just gonna look at it, and it's gonna be like a pity party. Woe is me.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose this game, and then they're gonna drop low in the ranks. The next thing they're gonna look up and see is Colorado's fucking ahead of them, and they don't even play Colorado.
Yeah.
So now you have to hope on other teams
Yeah.
to do your dirty work. And I think Colorado next game, Colorado's gonna go and beat Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go like, well, look, fucking Colorado just beat the dog shit out of Texas Tech, who just barely beat Iowa. Iowa State's in the hurt locker right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a scenario I'm seeing.
Trust me.
That's like the big one I'm seeing in my head. Now I hope, because I think it'll go when we go to the Cincinnati game, it'll be a lot more better. Or a lot more better. It would be nice
for them to be 8-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going into that home game versus Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck their ranking is. But
Cincinnati's in the middle of the higher middle of the pack for Big 12. But yeah, so Colorado, Texas Tech.
They're playing in Kansas City.
Oh, Iowa State is playing in Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Oh, they're actually playing at Arrowhead? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at. I was like, which it's giving me more Kansas people.
Yeah.
I wonder why the fuck they're playing in Kansas City.
So Iowa State travels well, and the one time I went to go see,
Iowa to Kansas City, that's like 2 hours, maybe
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Well, I guess because I guess from here it's south shot about. So I don't know.
For us, it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
is Ames more
north of Des Moines, which is in the middle of the state.
So I mean, close to. It's not a terrible drive.
No, it's not going to be a terrible
they
drive.
can definitely travel well.
But so what I was going to say is that when I went to the Big 12 championship for basketball in 2014, the whole stadium was red and scarlet except for one small section of Baylor fans.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. And with it being a neutral, quote unquote, ground in KC, I could definitely see Iowa State traveling well for this game.
Yeah.
Colorado, Texas Tech, down there in Lubbock, Texas.
I would love for Texas Tech to beat Colorado.
Me too.
I bet for I mean, for the whole fucking Big 12, that would be like, it's gone.
Yeah. Because also Colorado is 4-1 in the Big 12.
Yeah.
But we have the better record than Colorado.
Yeah.
So I see that scenario, but also at the same time, as long as we stay competitive against Colorado and like playing well,
you guys gotta win out.
Yeah, we do. We do have to win out. South Carolina, Vanderbilt. Finally seeing Vanderbilt up there.
Well, South Carolina they just upset somebody too.
Fucking.
We just talked about it.
Ole Miss.
No.
Clemson. No.
That was Louisville. God damn it. I don't think they're ranked.
No, South Carolina is not ranked.
Ole Miss beat Arkansas.
Okay.
They beat Texas A&M.
A&M. Okay.
Yeah, they got. Yeah,
Mississippi State, who we watched in the memes, which if you guys want to watch the memes, watch the live stream before we start recording.
What Mississippi State meme did we watch?
All the people decommitting from
yeah,
Mississippi State.
yeah, that's right.
Maryland against Oregon.
Oregon's gonna
Yeah.
fucking keep it rolling.
Alabama,
man.
LSU, good game to watch. Florida State, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame,
Washington, Penn State.
Penn State, potential upset,
Potential,
but
yeah.
I'm still rolling with Penn State.
Virginia against Pitt.
Pitt,
Nevada, Boise State.
upset. No, I'm joking.
Boise State. BYU, Utah.
BYU,
Probably going to be BYU, but it is an interstate rivalry game.
correct.
So
But
potentially could
they have the
be
power of Mormons.
in their school, yeah.
yeah.
And the golden, what is it? The golden hat or some shit like that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Mormons are gonna come out for me after this one.
We got. I interviewed a Mormon for.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Dude,
Utah and
dude,
Washington
after that,
State.
we had so many Mormon groups follow us on Instagram after that. It was crazy. The guy who used to do marketing for our
Yeah.
podcast, insane. Not this one, the other one that I run.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were getting like Mormon moms groups. Like this is such a great.
Before we go into next week's NFL, we'll go over fantasy, give you guys a recap of week 9. I beat OJ was framed. 128 to 109. Auto Draft Dream Team beat Run the Jewels 116 to 90.
Fucking Derek Carr throwing fucking hospital balls to Chris Olave, and I want to give D Hop just one more week, just
Yeah.
to kind of whatever.
See if he stays consistent.
And fucking drop what 20 points or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Amara Doggin beat G-Man's team, which is an upset too, 94 to 91. Coming for You lost to Diddy Draft him 163 to 121. Patrick and Mahomes beat Two Girls One Cup 83 to 63. And Tom I'ma Kiss Your Kids Brady beat Epstein's Flight Log 100 to 70. I honestly think I've been looking at it. Two Girls One Cup is not even paying attention to fantasy anymore because Stefan has been in his lineup for 2 weeks now and he's been on IR the whole time.
He might be.
Going to the next week's.
Now that he has a girlfriend, he's just like,
Yeah.
fuck it. And we don't pay for we don't play
No.
for money.
Next week I'm going against Tom I'ma Kiss Your Kids Brady. Auto Draft Team against Epstein's Flight Log. Coming for You against G-Man's team. Diddy Draft him against Run the Jewels. Patrick and Mahomes against Amara Doggin. And Two Girls One Cup against OJ was framed. And the current league standings, I'm still at number 1. OJ was framed is at number 2 still. Diddy Draft him is now up to number 3. Auto Draft Dream Team is at number 4. G-Man's team is at 5. He didn't drop, but it was still an upset just because he got climbed on. Two Girls One Cup is number 6. Coming for You is number 7. I'ma Kiss Your Kids Brady is 8. Amara Doggin is number 9. Patrick and Mahomes is 10. Epstein's Flight Log is 11. And Run the Jewels is 12. I also just picked up Tillman.
Yeah.
It is a bye week, but 3 weeks in a row of having 15 to 20, I call that consistent. And I also picked up Arizona's defense.
They're pretty solid.
Over my extra kicker that I had.
Yeah.
And fucking, they have Lamar Jackson is questionable again due to knee injury. Sat Wednesday and full practice into Sunday's 41-10 win over the Broncos, even though he was removed early amid the blowout and finished with his fewest carries for the season 3 while throwing just 19 passes. Jackson is apparently still bothered by the knee issues coming off the light workload through Tuesday. Though Tuesday represents the Ravens' only full practice of the week prior to Thursday's game against the Bengals, head coach John Harbaugh suggests that Jackson's absence from the session puts the quarterback in no danger of missing Week 10's contest. Final injury report Wednesday. Okay.
You got
All right.
time.
Yeah. But still, I'm fucking.
This is a week behind. We just got done with week 9.
Oh yeah. So
Another solid week for us again.
yeah,
Respectively, 5 losses between the two of us.
we split our
difference. Yeah.
We had the Texans beating the Jets, and
You're wrong there. I mean,
wrong there, 21-13.
I mean, look. Well, it was a fucking boring fucking first half, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, just neither one of these teams looked good.
Yeah.
Except for like, what was it?
The
Tank
Texans at the
Dell?
end. Yeah.
Yeah. Or wasn't King Dell? Who the fuck got that touchdown?
Nico Collins, maybe.
Was it Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon ran in. I think maybe Joe Mixon ran one in.
Yeah, he has one TD. So
Yeah. But yeah, then after that, fucking
yeah, absolutely.
Garrett Wilson had 2 of the
Touchdown passes.
and one of them was the fucking highlight reel.
Yeah.
With the
The Jordan logo. Yeah. And then we both picked Falcons over Cowboys.
Yep.
And they won against. We both picked Bills over Dolphins.
Close game, like we said.
Yep. But
Still got that dub.
Yep. Bengals over the Raiders, 41-24. I picked the Chargers, and you picked the Browns.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Raiders and Bengals are 2 teams that their head coaches are just trying their damnedest not to get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, did I expect the fucking Chargers defense to just
Absolutely.
whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they wanted to pour James and Winston back there?
Yeah.
No. Did my fantasy team appreciate it because we have the Chargers? Yes. But yeah, man. God damn. It's
Yeah.
like 3 interceptions, a block kick.
Yep. 6 sacks.
Yeah. Poor Jameson was having a fucking day
Yeah.
back there.
We
lost to the Titans. We had the
Pats over Titans.
Overtime loss.
Yep.
Nick Folk kicked the game winner.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Somehow he found the field goal. We both had Commanders over Giants.
Which is a little bit closer of a game than I would have thought. Dude, do you see
Danny
Jones?
Dimes?
He had a fucking hit stick to get into the end zone.
What?
Yeah, he laid the defender out.
Damn.
We had the Saints
over the Panthers, and the Panthers won 23-22.
Yeah, and the Saints head coach got fired.
Yep.
Right after.
Which honestly makes sense.
Yeah, but you think other teams in the league would kind of the thing is like I think this is his first year and he won.
Yeah.
He won the first 2 games
and then
he was
just
outscoring the opposition like 90 to like whatever. Like they had plus 90 point difference, and then fucking
just could not do anything.
Well, because Derek Carr got hurt.
Yep.
And then Chris Olave keeps getting hurt.
A lot of his weapons are getting hurt. And,
so you can only blame the guy so much.
Yeah. Ravens, Broncos, 41-10. We both had Ravens.
Yep.
I believe we both had the Eagles.
Yep. I both had the Cards. Even though I was close to going Bears, but I kind of had to reel that one back in.
Yep. Lions over Packers.
Yeah, fucking
24-14.
Mm-hmm. This is another game we split. I had the Rams and the Seahawks.
I had the Seahawks. Close game still. Yeah.
I mean, close NFC West ball.
Yeah.
Overtime thriller with fucking that. I mean, so you see that catch on the screen?
Yeah.
It was a one-handed catch to win it in
Oh,
overtime.
wow.
Yeah, it's a deep ball. Kind of sucks because Kyron Williams didn't get into the end zone, and
Yeah.
he has like the longest active streak for a touchdown per game.
Mhm.
And my fantasy could have
Could have used it. Yeah.
But it's cool we ain't talking about it right now.
Dude,
Joe Flacco just did not show up.
Nope. For Sunday Night Football, 21-13. Bucks lost in overtime to the Chiefs.
I said it once. I hate the fucking overtime rules right
Yes.
now. It's just
And also, I'm
terrible.
sitting there like, you should have gone for 2. At least then,
Yeah.
at least then you know it's a definitive win or loss.
Mm-hmm.
And like
It's not like this. Well, if we had the ball
first in the game, we could have gone down and
you
scored.
leave
Yeah.
it in the hands of a fucking coin.
Yeah.
It makes me sick.
Yeah. And the Steelers and 49ers were on a bye this week.
Yeah.
And this has been a bit of a longer episode for us.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about our records real quick?
Oh yeah, we can't do that. I'm currently 88-49, and Matty Heavy is at 46-61.
76 and 61.
Sorry,
No, you're
76-61.
You're good.
I had a touch of the tism right there.
You're good. I was just sitting there. I was like, I'm not that bad.
All right, so for Thursday Night Football, AFC North matchup, I'm still gonna go Ravens over Bengals. That is my prediction.
I have like two schools of thought where it's like the Bengals came so close last time.
Yeah.
It was like a field goal in overtime or something to decide it. Do I see them tightening up and having like another close game?
Yeah.
And then coming out with a win? Or do I feel like the Ravens are just gonna fucking absolutely clamp and not lose to them? So I'm gonna go with the Ravens too.
You're gonna go Ravens as well?
Even though there was honestly it was not as easy. I kind of wanted to go with the Bengals, but I'm not
Honestly,
brave.
not gonna blame you on that one.
Yeah.
Because it is AFC North matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be a good game to watch for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Giants over Panthers.
I'm gonna follow you there.
I think the Giants have just had unfortunate losses because Daniel Dimes
I wouldn't go with that.
I'd say, about half of their losses.
Sure.
Patriots Bears. Pains me to say it. I'm gonna go Bears.
I'm gonna go Patriots. Even though I feel like that is gonna bite me in the rear.
I'm gonna go.
Wait. I'm gonna go Bears. I'm sorry.
Go Bears.
Something about it. I'm just sitting there, just like they couldn't even beat Mitch Trubisky or a fucking Mason Rudolph in the Titans in overtime.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm
gonna go Bills over Colts.
Yep. I'm gonna go Chiefs over Broncos.
I'm also gonna go Chiefs over Broncos, even though I want Bo Nix to.
Me too. Like, I want to see the upset.
But if we're
But
practical,
being practical,
and if people are actually using this to like bet,
yeah,
you gotta be responsible with other people's money.
yeah. Even though like it'll be a week short, or a week after, but yeah. But this is at least documented recording of our predictions. Yeah. Falcons. Kirk will be dripping like that
over the Saints.
Yeah.
If these two teams were healthy, it would be so much more of a fun game to watch.
Oh, 100%. 49ers Bucks.
Christian McCaffrey is set to play.
Yeah.
Or they're looking like he might play. With that being said, I'm gonna go with the 49ers. If Christian McCaffrey wasn't set to play, I would go Bucks.
Yes.
But if you want to write that in for me, if Christian McCaffrey, if CMC doesn't play, I'm Bucks. If he is playing, I'm gonna go 49ers.
I was half tempted to follow you on that same route. I was gonna say, but I think I'm gonna stick with the 49ers. But honestly,
Mm,
I think I'm gonna have to follow you. 49ers only if
yeah. Even though I want, I mean, I don't like the 49ers. I want Baker to do well. Problem is your number one and your number two targets are gone, and
yeah,
I don't want to say stuck with, because they've been doing well. Bucky Irving and Kyle Otten are both doing very well.
yeah.
Um,
So I just put in there 49ers if CMC.
yeah, I got you.
Yep. I'm gonna go Steelers over Commanders.
I'm gonna go Commanders over Steelers.
I think this is definitely gonna be a good game to watch, though.
This is a good game to test Jaden Daniels too. This is
Yes,
a super tough defense, and I expect the
100%.
defense, like your guys' defense, I expect it to kind of be like that's the decision
Yeah,
maker. You guys are making plays, giving Russ
yeah,
back the ball after like an interception or
hmm
TJ Watt strip sack,
yeah.
something like that.
And
But
they
I
have,
still want to kind of give it into,
yeah.
especially since the Commanders just picked up, um, they just picked somebody up.
Well, while he's thinking about that,
Uh, Lattimore. They got fucking
oh
yeah. They
fucking
traded for
yeah.
not Marshawn Lattimore. Fucking what is his name?
Well, that's who I thought you were saying.
Maybe it is Marshawn Lattimore, but I thought it was.
But yeah. So the betting is also in favor of the Commanders, but not by much. It is a close. I'll look at the predictions. It's 54-45.
Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to
So it is close for that one.
yeah, I don't think that's a bad one to have a split on.
No. I definitely honestly could see it go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Me as a Steelers fan,
You want it to go your way.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like and I'm gotta put good vibes out there, you know?
The other, if it, I mean, Steelers fans travel very well, but
Yeah.
if it was in Heinz Field, which I don't think it's called Heinz Field anymore.
I don't even know what it's called anymore. I just still call it Heinz.
Yeah, I think
They still
everyone
have the
still
ketchup
does.
bottle still out
Yeah,
there too. Probably just because it's too expensive to remove, but
probably.
um
Vikings over Jag.
Vikings over Jags. And then we have Titans Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah.
And I have McConkey starting this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conklin?
I think it's just McConkey.
No.
I didn't see an L when they had it on Yahoo Fantasy.
I don't think it's McConkey.
It is. There's no L. McConkey.
I don't think. I think we're both mispronouncing it. I don't think it's McConkey.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
All
So,
right, fair enough. I'm going
um,
Eagles over Cowboys.
yep. Eagles over Cowboys.
Especially just how abysmal they are.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Cards over Jets. Even though the Jets have been playing well, I think the Cardinals will keep it competitive. I think it's gonna be a close game though.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals on this one.
You want me to type you in?
Yeah.
Lions faithful over Texas.
Yeah,
Texans.
100%. Especially since they just picked up Zadarius Smith.
Yep.
Well, that's going to improve their defense.
Even more.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Rams over
I'm
Dolphins.
going to follow you there. Even though I think Jalen Ramsey
Definitely,
had a pick last week, I think he might have another pick this week just
yeah.
because he knows Sean McVay but Raiders and Seahawks for the people on bye. Browns, Packers, Raiders, Seahawks.
Yep. So we got 4 teams on bye this week. Marking them different colors just so nobody gets confused.
Even though the fans don't see this portion
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
But yeah, this is mostly for us because we're stupid. We could probably sit there for like 5 minutes, like, why did I pick the Browns? We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then sitting here and trying to look for a score and like, oh, they're on a bye. Yeah, honestly, I think this is a good video for or episodes for Veterans Day.
You always say that at the end of the episode, like, I think this is a good video.
It- I like this one. This was a good,
Yeah.
banter back and forth throughout the
Mhm.
whole time. And especially for like a holiday, quote unquote.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, happy Veterans Day to all you guys out there.
Today's voting day, so
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
voting's
see
a
how the world
scam, so
goes.
yeah.
But yeah, the day this comes out, it'll be on November 11th.
Mm.
But
So Marine Corps birthday the day before, which
go
I
think
think
of Marine,
I think it's on a Sunday,
Yeah,
and then the Veterans Day I think it's on
it's
a
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
So
No, because this is coming out on next Wednesday. So
oh, then I guess it's
yeah,
a Tuesday.
yeah.
Maybe I just
Marine
went to.
Marine Corps birthday's on Tuesday.
No, you're incorrect.
I am.
Yeah, Sunday is the 10th. Monday is the 12th. Or
Okay.
sorry, Monday is Sunday. 10th is Sunday. Veterans Day is Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was right.
All right. Yeah. So, oh shit, this might not be coming out on the 11th then. It'll be just after Veterans Day, so who cares?
Cool.
But yeah.
So never mind. Taking all this shit off. Don't think you're veterans.
Yeah, don't think of veteran. Go fuck.
Yeah.
Tell them to go fuck themselves. Flip them
Call
off.
them baby. What are they?
Baby
That's
killers.
what it was.
Yeah, government slaves. Hope you get PTSD.
Fruit liquor.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say hope you get PTSD.
I didn't say it. You
Yeah,
said it.
I almost said it. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Light, joined by my co-host Matty Heavy, and thank you guys all for coming.
All right.